Okay, here we go. Uh, Thank you so much for getting on here. My name is Stan Townsend. I've been in here since the day we started the company. I'm just so proud of that. And I had the opportunity about an hour ago to spend about 40 minutes on the phone with one of our founders, Mark Walker. And man, there's just so much excitement and stuff going on with our company. And I also got to share with him that Carlene Overly, one of my new ladies, and of course Kelly Larson. I told him that I invited them to go to Orlando with us, and I told him the story about Kelly because she has gone through a lot of struggles, medical struggles, and weight loss issues, and a lot of things. And she's just a tough cookie, and she gets this picture. She's listened to Teresa before, she's listened to Gary before. She plugs into all the calls, and Kelly, I just wanted to give you some kudos, and that's kind of my topic for tonight is what we do to become successful in this business. And one of the things that I like more than anything is the edification that you hear from people. We're not, we can be in an enviable place, but we don't get there by putting people down. We get there by lifting people up. And the neat thing about our business is that we have the freedom. And Stacy touched on that this morning because he had a wedding to go plan, and he's a retired cop. In fact, he just retired from the police department a week ago. And he was just, this guy is something special. He's one of the most positive people. And he was such a skeptic when it comes to getting involved with our business in the very first place. And now to see where he is and how he's earning all the trips and just to go see the whole world with Christy, because I'm telling you, Gary's going to throw some kudos at her in just a little bit. But one of the things that I really wanted to touch on tonight, if you have not read the book by Rami Newstad, Get Over Your Damn Self. I like saying get over your darn self, but that's not the title of the book. It really is all about getting over your darn self and building this business through duplication and edification. So those two things are what I built my business on in the very first place. And it was learning to edify everybody and bring out the positivity. School teachers do this better than anybody. They really do. Even if you have a troubled child or one that struggles with learning, you have a little booger in the class, the teachers they just seem to know how to bring out the best in those students and always find positivity. And they edify those students and they build their egos up, not putting them down. And I think those two factors is my company, my business, my team. I think that's why we've all grown so well as a team, is because we always brag about each other and lift each other up and edify each other. So I'm going to get right out of the way because I want you to hear from this guy. He's a retired school teacher. His name's Gary Johnson. He is an executive with our company. He is $1 million earner, soon to be a double $1 million earner. But this guy, I love him to pieces. He has put me in my place numerous times, telling me, stop it and do this. And he's just so positive, and he edifies everything that we do, and he teaches duplication. He is a retired school teacher, and you will love listening to him. So, Gary, I'm just going to pass the torch over to you, man. And I'm so proud of what you've done with that Minnesota team up there. You are back in business. In the very beginning, when we launched our company, our largest group was in Minnesota. And now they're back. They are building strong. So, Gary, I'll pass the torch over to you, buddy.
All right. Well, thanks, Dan. I don't know if you have a mute for the group or not, or whatever, but there's some noise on the line there too.
All right. So if everybody would please mute themselves out, that would help us a lot.
That looks like we're good now, pretty much.
Very good.
All right. Anyway, y'all, great. I just got a couple things. I'm going to keep it short tonight, but people want to know how am I going to build my business, whether you're brand new, whether you're starting out brand new, or whether you have been in for 10 years like we have. We're always thinking about what can I do to jumpstart my business, to get it to the next level. What's the latest, greatest thing, out there, and sometimes we go chasing after, the next tool that's brand new, or we go out chasing after the next verbiage or whatever, we go and look at all these different people's presentations and try to figure out which is the best one and all that. We can keep ourselves busy getting ready for presenting to people rather than actually contacting people. So, the bottom line of this whole thing is we need to just keep it simple. And especially when you start out somebody brand new, when you get somebody brand new, we don't want to dump a whole bunch of things on them. I've got a new distributor sheet that I have, but it's got like 16 steps in it, and that's way too much stuff for people to start out with. And when you come back down to it, really, if you just do step one, you can have a successful business. So keep talking about keeping it simple. When we get a brand new person, and even whether you're brand new or whether you're right now, or if you've been in for 10 years, the thing that's really paying off for us, and Stacy said it too today on the call, is the testimony pages. Okay. And we should all be inviting to the testimony pages. And then, of course, people ask for information. They're halfway to a sale right there. If they're asking about it, we don't have to be bugging them about it, looking for them. They're coming to us and saying, I want more information. It's at that point, you don't really have to worry even about the chat or any of that stuff. I mean, it's all great to have that stuff in your back pocket, but most people are basically ready to buy at that point because they've been watching and looking at all these pictures of people and the stories, and they're ready to go. So invite to the testimony pages is really one of the key IPAs, and IPA stands for income producing activities. And that's the things we need to be doing. If we're on Facebook for an hour, that's not an income producing activity. We need to be keeping it simple and say, okay, what's number one? Okay, I need to go and be inviting people to that testimony page. And, when you invite them on that too, by the way, just so you know how it works, if you're brand new, especially, you invite them to that page, but half the people you invite, probably more than that, don't even see your invite because it just comes in on the alerts that are on your Facebook. You may not even see that you had invited them. So don't assume that just because they didn't accept your invitation that they're not interested. They probably didn't see your invite. So you keep an eye on the members as they come in. You can click on members and you can see who's the member and just see if you're invited people are coming in. If they aren't coming in, 30 days from now, just go back and invite the same people again. You've got 30 days where they can look at it without accepting your invite and still have access to the page. So you can wait 30 days, or you can just do it a week from now. If you invite somebody that's already accepted, it'll say is already a member. So you don't have to really do a lot of research. Just invite, and then reinvite, and you should literally invite all of your Facebook friends that you have. And that should be, that should keep you busy for a long time. But invite, make a goal every day of inviting 20 or 25 or 50. Some of the people say that they invite prospects to invite 200 people to the page, and if they invite 200, they'll pay their membership. We even in our group even have a rewards where if you get when you get 20 members that actually accept your invite in the month, you actually get paid $20 for doing it. So we're just kind of encouraging people. And the thing is, the people that invite to those pages, they're the ones that are getting the leads because they're their people. So you're just building up your own business by inviting, and then have your prospects do it too. Use it for an excuse. If people have an excuse they can't afford it, hey, invite some people. I'll make it worth your while. I'll give you some rewards for doing it. So bottom line, just keep it simple. Invite to that page. Then of course follow up is the next thing. And Teamzy is the tool that you'll find all the leaders are using. And it's there's other methods of following up, but Teamzy is really the one that's really been paying off for people. And you'll hear that from the top earners all the time. Teamzy. And of course, boards is another huge tool that we've got. And that's again a presentation tool again. So once you've got connected from your testimony page, use your boards and your share app and all that stuff. We've got tools like crazy. We don't have to worry so much about what to say or how to do it. Just do the simple thing. Just invite and follow up. And if you do those two things, your business is going to grow. So give yourself a checkup from the neck up and see how you're doing with that. How many am I inviting? Am I doing my follow-ups? Am I keeping up with my Teamzy? I'll have to admit I'm not. My Teamzy is backed up on follow-ups. So I need to catch up on that. And I'll be doing that after this weekend's over because I've been busy last couple of days getting ready for this party for my daughter and getting the garage all set up so she can do beer pong or whatever they're going to do in there. And it's 95 degrees and humid here today, so I should have done it when it was cooler. Anyway, I'm going to turn it back to you, Stan.
Well, you know what? I call her a celebrity. I love this lady, Christy Van Dam. And I remember when she first joined our company, and I've watched her just grow her business big time, and how people love her and respect her. And I'm watching her. She's been on every one of the Founders Club, President's Club and Founders Club trips. She is something special. And so I'm not going to take up a lot of people's time tonight, but I expect the next time that we do this, we have a packed house. I mean, literally a packed house. You want to know how to build this business? It's really simple. You brag and edify the people that got you involved, and you duplicate what they do. And I don't think anybody does it better than Christy Van Dam. And so, Christy, if you don't mind, I'd love to have you jump on here and share with us what you're doing. And, I always say that if you have somebody here that's on the fence and they're not sure, or if you have somebody that just got started with you, or you have some people that have been in the business, they're okay with it, but they want more out of this, then that's what we have to do, is lead by example. And Christy does just an incredible job of doing that. So Christy Van Dam, my dear, it is yours.
All right. Well, I just have a few things that kind of been running through my mind. That's what I've been doing, is writing things down, because I like to chase rabbits on these things. I just talk about whatever comes to me. So first of all, you guys, I want to tell you how important it is to stay consistent. It is so dang important to stay consistent. I'm going to tell you an analogy that Mark Walker told me before, and he talks about like 1,000 steel pound ball. Okay, if you had this great big ball and you got this ball rolling, so when you first get excited about the business, when you first share, when you first do your first 8-day, right? You guys are like on fire, your ignorance on fire, people are attracted to you. They're like, what are you doing? Because you're putting out these posts that are attracting attention, and you're so excited. Now, when that happens, that's what's going to start that great big steel ball rolling. Okay, it's going to start it. And the more committed you stay and the more consistent you stay, you're just going to keep pushing that ball. Okay. Now, things get in the way, things happen, summer comes, school starts. There's always an excuse, right? People always have an excuse why they cannot work their business. Okay. Every time you slow down with your commitment level, you're going to stop that steel pound ball. Now, I want you to think about how hard is it going to be to get that ball rolling again. It's going to be really hard. You're going to see people come in here and they're going to blow past you because we have the best products. We already know the products work, right? You guys would not be spending your Thursday night on here if you didn't know the power of the products, right? Have all of you guys had some kind of product success, right? Raise your hand if you've had any kind of product success with this business. Have every single one of you guys made at least $1 with this business, right? It works. It totally works. We know that it works. Now, the missing link is what you're doing about it. Seriously, you guys, it is what you're doing about it. You have got to stay consistent. Yes, you might sign up a superstar and you might Stan, I'm on Stan's 4th level. He's the only person I talk to about the business in my team, okay? You may sign somebody up that blows up and you may get lucky. Right? You may get super lucky. You might have people that catch the fire. You might have people that go and people that run. But I'm telling you, you are on here for a reason. You've got to learn the duplication model and you've got to stay consistent. If everything you throw out there is an excuse, you're not going to get very dang far. Okay. And I'm going to teach you tonight, seriously, the key. I know all you guys are looking for like the key on how to make this work. I'm going to tell you the secret tonight. First of all, it's being consistent. It is not asking your team or the people that you bring in. Don't ask them to do things that you're not doing, right? If you have a training, you better not tell your team to get on that training unless you're going to get on that training, right? If there's a call, don't tell your team about that call unless you're going to get on that call. If there's an event, if there's a meeting, whatever it is, don't tell your team to do it if you're not going to do it. Don't tell your team to go sponsor 5 people if you're not sponsoring 5 people. Okay, that's the power of staying consistent and getting in the trenches and working with your people. No excuses. Now, if you guys own a brick and mortar store down on the corner, right? And I know some people have owned their own business. You have to be there. You have to be there for that store to operate. It doesn't matter what comes up. It doesn't matter if you're not feeling like it. It doesn't matter if you have a funeral, if you have a wedding, if you have whatever you have, you still have to operate that store. Now, I'm going to tell you another secret. If you operate this business like it was non-negotiable, like it was a storefront that you had to open, see this door behind me right there? That's my storefront every day, right? I open that door every single morning and I come in this office and I work my tail off. And then luckily our business can take it, we can take it wherever we go. So I can still enjoy the summers, but guess what? I still open that door every day. Everybody knows I'm working. Everybody knows I'm open for business. Everybody knows they can contact me anytime, because that's the power of time freedom. That's the power of doing what we want. We can still play. Believe me, I play the heck out of life, guys. Life is short. I do this all the time, but I play the heck out of life. But I don't leave the people behind that trusted me to get them started. People are counting on you. If you get someone started in this business, you have got to remember they trusted you, because they could go sign up with anybody, but they trusted you to be there for them. So make sure that you're consistent. Okay. So here's this magic key. I'm just going to touch a few minutes on this, you guys. I could talk all night about this. Here's your magic. Talk to more people. That's it. That is it. Everybody is going to hear about this business. Everybody is going to hear about these products, but who are they going to hear it from? That's the key right there. Talk to more people. You all told me that you had success with the products, and I know most of your story, so I know that. You all told me that you made at least $1, so you know that they pay, right? We know that that works. We know that every single person around us is hurting, whether it's physical pain, whether they need to lose some weight for their health, whether it's emotional, whether they're so dang stressed out they can't see straight, whether they have no energy to even get off the couch or out of bed to live life with their families, whether they need money. We all know people that would be blessed by this. Now, here's the problem, and here's the disease that a lot of people get when they're caught up and they get excited and they're talking to all these people and they're trying to keep that steel ball rolling. A lot of people get in their own heads, and their friends and their family or their stranger that they talk to just said, nope, not interested. Nope, sorry, not for me. Oh, no, sorry, I'm doing this other opportunity. Do you want to hear about that? Right? They try to get us with them. Or, you know what? Nope, I'm too busy. Or whatever their excuse or their reason is, when they say no, I feel like most people, it kind of dulls their sparkle. You know what I mean? Like putting out a firecracker, right? It kind of dulls you a little bit. And then the next person tells you no. And then you're like, oh my gosh, can't do that. And guess what? The third person you don't even talk to. You want to know why? Because you're afraid of being told no. That's the key right there. You're afraid of being told no. You're afraid of what people will think of you. You're afraid if you talk to someone that's overweight, that they're going to think, oh my gosh, she's going to think that I think she's fat. I can't talk to her about this. Guess what? We all know that it's more than weight loss. Okay. I know we all have those people, and I call them a chicken list. We all have those people on our chicken list that we're afraid to talk to. Or I'll talk to my people and they'll say, I don't have anyone else to talk to. That is crap. You know more people than you have talked to about this. I know you do. You're just afraid to talk to them. So I want you to get out of your shell, not be afraid of someone's reaction. And I say this all the time. Some of you guys may have already heard me say this, and I'm saying it again for you, right? I could go to the store and I could buy Sarah the cutest shirt. I could buy her the cutest shirt, right? And that I love. And I could give it to her as a gift. Okay. And I'm comparing this to the business. We give this gift of the opportunity of the products. And if you're not telling people about both, you are messing up. You're doing it wrong, guys. You got to tell them about the whole. You don't want to go buy a half a pie at the store, right? You want to go say, oh, I don't want the whole thing. I just want half of that thing. Heck no, you want the whole pie. Not saying you're going to eat it all, but you want the pie. You got to tell them about the whole pie. Tell them about all of Zingular. But I can go to the store and I can buy Sarah this shirt and I can give it to her and I can be so dang excited and I can just be so happy about this. And I give this shirt to Sarah It is none of my business what she does with it. None of my business. That's the same thing with the opportunity, you guys. It's the same thing with our company. We give the gift. We give the gift of knowledge of what we know. And it's not up to us if they regift it. It's not up to us if they sell it. It's not up to us if they give it to the, to the people that come and take clothes. It's not up to us if, they, if they throw it out. It's not up to us if they actually wear it. That has nothing to do with us. So I feel like if people would talk to more people and then disconnect themselves from whatever is to come, they're going to be more successful, because then they're not going to be afraid of saying no or getting told no, right? Because I think a lot of us are afraid of that. You're not going to be afraid of that if you kind of, well, Karen said it right there, divorce yourself from the outcome. You give the gift, you divorce yourself from the outcome, and you just let it be what it is. Now, if Sarah loved that shirt that I gave her, right? And I know she did, because she is kicking about 82 pounds now, I think, Sarah, that she's down. She is kicking butt. You guys, she is doing stuff. I've seen her twice. I've met her twice, and she is doing stuff that she has not done in I don't know how many years.
I'm doing an 8-day right now, and I've lost 3 more pounds, so I'm at 85.
85 pounds, okay? So here's the thing. Sarah received that shirt.
Mhm.
She always makes me cry. Sarah, you're a brat. But she received that shirt that she was given, and she wears it every flippin' day. And that's what I'm talking about with the business. She received the opportunity, she received the products, and she wears it proudly every dang day. And you are going to find those people if you talk to enough people. You got to disconnect yourself from the people that say no, because I'm telling you, they will ruin your dreams. They will ruin your hopes. They will ruin your free trips. They will ruin your experience with this company. They will ruin it for you because you are allowing it. So you got to get out of your own head. Stop being afraid of people, right? They're just people. And if you have to talk people into it, you're going to have to talk people into it the whole time. Please post. Please take your products. Please drink your water. Please do this. It's not worth it, you guys. Believe me, I have talked people into this for years, and I have had to carry them on my back for years, and it is not worth it. There are too many people out there that want what we have. We just have to find them. And it's going to be a swift kick in the rear end when someone moves into your town and starts talking to all of those people that you're afraid to talk to. Because it's going to happen, you guys. Zingular is a wildfire. We have the best products on the market. We all know that. We grew over 600% when the whole world shut down. Okay, that's incredible. That is crazy. And if you're still stuck in that zone, the whole ship happened zone where we all had issues and we had frustrated people and oh my gosh, it's not going to be the same. Guess what? We're past that. Put that behind you, look forward and start reaching out. Reach out to those people again. Guess what? We're getting our products dang fast now, right? The world shut down. What else can you expect? So talk to more people. Don't get discouraged if they say no. Don't get discouraged if they're not ready yet. Love people where they're at. Still build those relationships. If somebody says no, don't take them off your Facebook. Say, oh, looking for the next one. They're still watching. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you're not consistent, they don't have anything to watch. You guys know that? If you take breaks all the time, they don't have anything to watch. People are waiting for you to fail. It's sad, but they're waiting for you to fail. So prove them wrong. I just use those people as fuel to the fire. Total fuel to the fire to just keep that fire going. Another thing, don't get discouraged if they send their stuff back. We have a 45-day money-back guarantee for a reason, okay? It's because the company wants you to have a good experience no matter what you're doing. Don't get discouraged if they send that back, okay? Do not, because it has nothing to do with you, right? Unless you're a crappy coach, right? If you're not coaching them and they're like, I'm gonna go with whatever, make sure you're taking care of your people. And like I said, don't beg people. Do not beg people to get started. Every no that you get is one step closer to someone saying yes. It's true. If you go out there and that book, Go for No, I love it. Because if you go out there every day and try to get 10 no's, and I know you guys have to go to manager school, go ahead and go. But I know if you go out there and you're trying to get 10 no's, it is hard to do. It is really hard to do. I tried it before and I had to I worked harder doing that than trying to get someone to say yes. And then they were wondering why I was so disappointed when they said, yeah, I'll look at that. And I was like, oh, geez, here I go again. It's going to take me all day to get another no. People want what we have, but you have to remember, keep it in your heart, share from your heart. And that's what's going to get people. Be confident in what you have. You know, use the belief of your leaders until you find your own. We all are on a roller coaster ride. And I'm telling you, if you don't hit a goal, if you dip way down, we all do it. We've all done it. If you haven't done it yet, you have not been here long enough. But it's up to you if you're going to dig yourself back out. There's months that we don't hit our goals. There's maybe you didn't earn a trip. Maybe, you know what I mean? We all have things that we didn't do, but that doesn't mean you can't still do them. Okay, that doesn't mean that. Use the belief of us or people that are ahead, above you or whatever. Use their belief until you find your own. But, you know, when you, and I'm just going to leave it on this, when you first start Zingular, you know, you're in Zingular, you join Zingular, right? I'm sure all of you have had a day or a night or 10,000 days or whatever that you've wanted to quit, right? A hard day, people were rude, people, you know, send their stuff back. You probably had days, you know, you don't want to deal with your team. You're like, oh my gosh, they're going to drive me crazy. They're worse than my children. Whatever it may be, we've all had days where we have thought, you know what? I just can't do it anymore. I just cannot do it anymore. But I'm going to tell you why you're still here. It's because when you start Zingular and you're involved in Zingular and you meet the people and you take the products and you change your life and you hear these stories, Zingular becomes it gets in you, right? Zingular becomes you. So you're not just in Zingular anymore. Zingular is in you, or you would find a lot of reasons not to be on this training. You would find a lot of reasons not to do this every day. You would find a lot of reasons for it not to work for you. But Zingular's in your heart. Zingular is in you. It's hard to get away from that once it's there, because you know the stuff works. You know the system works, you know the opportunity works, you know everything works. And so, you know, I'm just going to leave you guys with that tonight, but don't get discouraged. It's easy to, and I'm telling you, summer months are hard. Okay. Summer months are hard because everybody has something, but it's the vicious cycle of excuses, right? Right now, summer is an excuse. Vacations are an excuse, you know. Then we have the 4th of July holiday. Then guess what? Kids are going to go back to school. That's going to be your next excuse. Right after kids get in school, more sports are going to start. And then guess what? Then we're going to have the holidays. Then it's going to be right after the holidays. Then we're getting ready for the kids to get out of school. Then it's summer again. It's a vicious cycle of excuses, okay? You got to decide what you're going to do about that. You're going to let that get in your head. You're going to let that slow you down, because I'm telling you, it is so much harder to get your business going again. It's so much harder to start that still pound ball rolling once you stop it. So don't stop it. Set aside some time each day. Work your business through the summer. Believe me, I've done it from this week. I've done it from an aquarium. I've done it from an amusement park. I've done it from soccer tryouts. I've done it from everywhere. Okay. It is possible, but you got to want it. You got to want it. So, all right, Stan, I know we're keeping this short, so back to you.
I love you, Christy. You know, the neat thing about our business is that we can make it into whatever we want. We're not limited. And she's right on when she says, talk to more people. And, you know, it's kind of sad in its own way, because a lot of us will find people in our families that don't want us to be successful. They don't want you to leave them, and they want you to fail so that they can say, see, I tried telling you, you should have listened to me. And what your job now is to prove them wrong. And it's for you, not for them. They're watching you and they're going to follow you. They're going to see you. I've had people that have followed me for years and finally got involved with this. I love what we do. Teresa, I love you to pieces. I'm envious. You look like you're at sunset and you're like on a beach somewhere. You look like you're enjoying yourself. So I'll let you just say for just a couple of minutes, because the call is never the same without you. I love your accomplishments and what you do for other people. You guys, Teresa is a retired registered nurse. She knows how to serve people. So Teresa, jump on here just for a minute or so, and then we'll close the call out.
Hey guys, so yes, coming to you from Florida, Stan. So of course we have those kind of sunsets and so forth. But I'm just sitting out back here, enjoying the evening. But everything that you all have said is right on. And I guess if I'm going to add to it, the only other thing that I would say is you all need to prepare yourselves that there's always going to be ups and downs. There's no such thing as a straight line from where you start to where you arrive. Because you will arrive and then you will go down, and then you will arrive and you go past and then you go down. It is up and down, and you have to realize that even through those things and those downs, so even through the summers when no one's getting started, you don't say, well, no one's really signing up right now, so I'm not going to keep pushing like that. You still do all the things that you were doing before. If anything, you're going to do it more. It might be a slower season. You just have to be consistent. You don't stop just because it's gotten slower. That's going to make you lose the momentum even more. Okay. So I'm all in. It's been almost 9 years now for me. And am I where I want to be? Nope. Am I at the highest I ever was? Heck no. But I'm going to keep going, and I'm never going to quit. So if I'm going to add anything, it's don't ever quit. What is your why? If you have a why that's big enough, you won't quit.
Very good. I love you to pieces. Well, you guys, thank you so much. I know that some people had to jump off for manager school, and I want to do this again. In fact, I was talking with Mark Walker, and we're going to do this again soon. He just got back from Sundance and with the mentor trips and everything, and he's just been really busy. Our trips have gotten so huge now. I'm looking forward to Orlando. And Kelly, you are in for a treat. You are going to meet some incredible people, and you're going to get to meet Teresa. You're going to get to meet Christy and Gary. This is a family. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of bail out of here. It's my turn to cook tonight. We're having tuna melts, and they better like it. See, look.
I'll try.
All right, you guys, I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much for jumping on here, and have a great evening. We have 20 days left, right? We just did 10 days of 30. We have 20 left. If we all work together and be consistent and talk to more people, it's incredible what we can actually put together. And it's all about building momentum, because what you do this month does carry over into next month. You're planting the seed, and that's what we do. You plant the garden, and we'll all help you take care of it. So with that being said, Christy, I love you. Gary, you're my man. And Helen, thank you so much for jumping on here, Madam Teacher. And Kelly, I love you to pieces. Teresa, we'll talk to you.
Love you guys.
Thanks again, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye,
Teresa.
Rand.
Christy.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, great call.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Some
Bye.
tuna noodle casserole.
Ah, all right. We'll dream up something.
Read Zoom, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.